there has been an update to World of Tonks.
Yes.
Everyone get out!
Little menu thing when you exit. What
That took a lot out of me.
did? What took a lot out of you?
The less you know, the better. XCOM has DLC out, XCOM 2.
More DLC?
War of the Chosen.
Is that new?
Yeah, I think so. I think it just came out today. Oh no, it says release date August 28th. I must be in the, How are people buying it? Oh, it lets you buy it now, but it doesn't unlock for 6 weeks. That's weird.
Pre-orders or DLC?
Yeah, but I don't even think it has bonuses. I think it's just to buy it ahead of time. I was looking at all the Attila DLC last night, and not on sale. It cost me like $77 to get, so I'm hoping it goes on sale for like 66% off the bundle. I'd like to pick that up.
Yeah, I'm on that.
Because I own every other Total War with every expansion, except for Empire 2 and Attila. I'd like to fill those out before I play them. Napoleon's sweet, it's just a campaign. Like, I wish it was like Empire World 2.
Go slow. Can't rule the world. So wait.
Let's just start as France. I played as Russia a long time ago and had a real good stalemate game with France. I took over all the Ottomans' territory and got like equally as big as France was.
User joined your channel.
Oh,
You're a fucking Jew.
fuck you. Where did you go? Where did you learn to fly?
Oh. Restarted the computer and then went and did something. The computer. The pooter. Putting your shit in. The pooter? What's that, the pooper? The shit house? Yes. Go to the drop zone. There's a new game out, Star, that I got my eyes on. Another one? Dad Dating Simulator, where you date other dads, but your kids are involved too. Oh. Okay then. I figure I get it for each of us and we could like play together in our own private channel. What do you think?
Whatever. Not my money.
We didn't even scratch them. We didn't penetrate their armor.
Spawned in the helicopter for this, but who cares?
Spawns your helicopter.
Yeah. Oh no, I do need to spawn the helicopter in.
We didn't penetrate their armor. We're done for. Everyone get out. Time to roll out. Track hit. Enemy armor is hit. Penetration. Enemy is hit. We're done for. Everyone get out.
Take the fucking Sherman out, you know what I'm saying, Cuser? I'm gonna fucking drive in the fucking desert.
And then you're gonna get blown up.
A fucking tiger tank.
Yep.
Move out.
Dudes come this way these days. I guess they know something I don't.
Probably. Gonna roll around the corner and get blown up by a fucking panther or something.
The thing that's kind of scary is the LI.
Are you playing World of Tonks?
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say if you're playing War Thunder, then it would have been a Tiger or something. And it would have been
No, I'd probably get shot by a fucking plane or some shit.
or T-34 that you can't hope to pen.
Look, COI, fuck.
Penetration.
Just gonna sit here and Sherman out.
Sherman, I.
Ricochet.
He's fucking looking at me as well.
Visions based on movement.
I know, I know.
Enemy armor is hit. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Ah, this magical rock will protect me, alright, you fucker.
We didn't even scratch them.
I just went 13 and 4. Not too shabby.
Oh, I got him! Got the fucking LI. Right through the fucking snout of the turret as well, that was. I fucking got him, Stalkula!
Got him! Got him!
It's firing HE at me as well.
Oh yeah, of course, because that's the whole point of that tank.
See that?
Dirt people with HE.
They hit the front gun mantle.
We're immobilized. They're knocked out.
Just survived the round from Marty as well.
Arty. helicopter's dead. Need to get another one.
Dead. He dead.
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 You're dead.
I'm disappointed. There's not many interesting names anymore.
I'm sure you'll find someone.
There's one, isn't there?
Can't be as good as Queef Boy.
Commander Muff Diver.
Oh my god.
You're playing at the wrong time for interesting names.
You can always get the odd one.
Yeah, but usually like in the morning or at night, you know, like the really weird people.
I mean us.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yes.
was honest.
Time to roll out.
Yes, that's me.
It's in the chat on my stream.
No, I'll have to have a look.
I think you'll find that amusing.
Alright.
I really need to fucking how to play Dirkberg macro.
I need a minion. Wonder if I could hire a Chinese man off the internet.
Of course. I mean, why shouldn't you?
It would save me a lot of time.
Doing what?
Money?
Grinding?
Yeah.
Why are you not just dyeing the hair of the Chinese man and then, you know, send him to work like for a real job while you play video games? So you are born here? Yes, yes, ja, ja. Arbeit gut.
Cargo delivered.
Yay, I only need to do the last light tank mission now. Which is 4000 damage, spotting damage, enabling damage. I mean, you know, if you go to tier 8, it should be doable. Like, easily doable. It's Dirkberg! God, I hate people. Bye!
Bail out. This vehicle has had it.
That comment is fucking funny.
What you said?
I killed that OI, right, with normal ammo. Using my noggin and shooting through the turret and stuff. Like premium ammo. There's no chance you'll go through his armor and stay in the shells.
Yeah,
For a comment.
Time to roll out.
DOI, because like everything can go through its fucking turret armor. Even the Space Toy Wagon 25 can do it.
Toy wagon. Good.
Not to be confused with the I'm gonna fist you wagon E25.
Gonna fist you. 25.
Pew 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 pew
Missed
pew.
it. Missed it.
Slow down.
Pretty much what happens.
You want a bit of the lizard and crimson up there. You want to
Ooh. Alizarin crimson. I want a bit of cat yellow. Bit of cat yellow.
bit of Prussian blue.
Bit of titanium white.
White.
What can I do with 23 minutes?
World of Tonks.
I don't know why you're laughing. Jaeger is correct.
We've lost the track. Penetration. We're dead for. Everyone get out.
Oh, his name is nice. He calls himself Alpha Kevin. And Kevin is kind of a name you give to a child, you know, when you hate it. And you know that it's turned out to be brain damaged.
Ooh.
Evan isn't as bad as Lake.
Yeah, but you have to explain that you're not making a joke if you tell somebody that you know somebody who's called Lake Benjamin. Fucking incest.
Wonderful, isn't it?
Shouldn't that be Wonder Bar or something?
America fucking up the world since
Time
1950s.
to roll out.
I'd like to amend that and say 1776.
Yeah, there's an 1812 here and there though during that time, so nobody does anything like that anymore.
Yeah, you're kind of responsible for all that shit, you know, because you haven't, you know, like you could have extinguished it. You know?
Well, you were
Bit of
helping
shit, huh?
us. You were helping us.
I got a new philosophy when it comes to government.
Oh god.
So when you turn 18, you take a test. If you pass the test, you get to keep your sexual or reproductive organs. But
Then
they do
we've
get
been
sta-
through this.
No,
We've
but
been
there's
through this.
it's new. There's a new thing
Oh,
here.
okay.
If you fail the test, your sexual identity gets removed, and you just become a generic, you know, pee hole,
Fucking drone.
butthole, and you serve the army. If you get to keep your
What does
genitals.
this solve?
But if you cut off the balls, they probably get very like, you know, become vicious people like the eunuchs in China and stuff like that. You can ask them how that worked out for them.
Yeah, but
People
we're
don't really
gonna,
like it when you touch their genitals, man.
that's why we're gonna turn them into stormtroopers. They're gonna be all pissed off, you know, confused, easy to manipulate, fall victim to government propaganda. They're gonna, you know, be
How's
funneled
that-
into mandatory
How is this
military
better?
service.
I don't know. It sounds like today, but without a penis.
Well, if you pass the test, you get to keep your penis and be a higher class, you know, like a contributor.
Then we just ingrain the class system in society even more. Wow, that's a really
Why
good idea.
even take a test? Just I don't know. Just have a quote, and then you get decided which class you are just by I don't know.
People pass anyway.
Probably.
So you'd have a really small fucking army.
Well, the goal would be to weed out society's, you know.
I don't want the shitty people fighting in the army.
Yeah, because they're going to run away.
People.
Yeah, they're going to run away the first minute. Oh yeah, I'm sure this fucking criminal fight well in the army.
If you don't have a penis or a vagina, you might as well fight because you got nothing else to do, you know.
You can become hungry for power, stuff like that. Ask the Chinese how that turned out for them.
I mean, Adolf Hitler was missing one ball. I'm sure that helped.
So das Ei.
The problem with Hitler was he tried to be a military strategist too, and it just didn't work out for him.
Problem with Hitler is he didn't get fucking accepted into the art college, and fucking Jews.
No, the fun part is he was accepted into the art college. They found the letter, the acceptance letter in some post office. So actually, like, the post office is responsible for what?
Great. Fucking Jews.
Wouldn't it be funny if there was a Jew in charge of that post office?
That's what probably. Funny part. Seem to like genetically stapling people, Cloudbreaker. Not isn't a Solaris game.
Kinda is though.
Okay.
Just for people like Trump, not people like us.
You can blame Chef for Trump.
I blame Obama for Trump.
But Obama did just the usual presidency thing, get Nobel Peace
Obama just did what
Prize,
Bush did, only he bombed people even more.
Obama.
No, but he used drones.
Oh yeah, that makes it better, that's right.
Obama was in charge for 8 years, and under those 8 years, a pretty steady decline in America. America's declining rapidly under, you know, the past 20 years, but the people, the common people, are very poor. Society's hurting over here.
But don't worry, Trump will fix it.
I'm not talking about like the people who go to school and shit. I'm talking about like all the locals, all the kids who are like landscapers, all the kids who have local jobs who didn't go to school. They're all drunks and heroin addicts down here. It's undescribable.
No, I thought you just described it perfectly. Drunks and heroin addicts.
Like you feel bad for these people, like working at the store, like they come in and I feel bad, and at the same time, I'm disgusted, you know? It's like everyone should get help and shit like that and be given a chance, but what happens when you've done it 4 or 5 times, you don't change and you just go down that path, you're just bringing everything down with you, you know?
Whoa my god! Oh my god! Oh my fuck Americans. As an American visiting Northern Ireland, legal handgun? Are you fucking stupid?
What?
I know, I'm going to buy a handgun to a country that is known for terrorism. I wonder if they'll let me in.
He actually tried?
Well, I don't know. Don't they tell you at the airport that's probably a bad idea?
You'd have to be some kind of government police agency to get a gun on a plane legally, right?
I'm in America. I hope this is satire. Traveling day and night to visit my great aunt and uncle who live in Oma, and I'm wondering if I can bring my handgun. I know that a lot of you in the UK and British people are rationally scared of guns because they believe that they kill children, but I can bring my gun to protect myself against violent criminals. I almost always carry my gun on me when I'm outside here in America, and I have a permit to carry. I'm a white dude, so I don't want to be attacked by immigrants, Sharia gangs, or British Antifa socialists. I know it's illegal to carry a gun on the streets openly, but if it's concealed carry, is that also illegal?
That's
Thanks.
Trolling.
Troll.
It has to be.
Masterclass trolling.
I just like the first reply. You're a random foreigner. No, you can't bring your knob extender.
Can I bring my pickup truck with the American flag in the back?
But it's in the First Amendment. That's only in your country. What?
No, we banned guns to protect ourselves from Americans who tend to be irrationally trigger happy when presented with large groups of children.
And I mean, kind of, you know, being Irish is kind of a synonym for drunkenly beating up each other and not shooting.
Only people over here that are under like threat, that are under like police protection, I'm pretty sure, are allowed to conceal carry a firearm. So police officers and shit can do it, but like you're an ordinary person, no, you can't. This has to be fucking the best troll of the century.
You should reply, can't tell if troll or real American.
Yeah, which is just a substitute for actually stupid. You've posted a similar post before. You're a troll. It's so kind of fun that he says Antifa and Sharia rape. That does not happen over here. We don't have any Sharia gangs.
Is it an Antifa Sharia rape gang? Is it a socialist Antifa Sharia rape gang?
Fucking tell you how many Muslim people live in this country. Let's see.
And the funny part, like, you know, the Antifa is not beating you up in the streets. I don't know, they
don't have
do
them
that.
over in my country, it's fine.
I mean, you know, if you're wearing a t-shirt with a swastika, you might get beaten up, but you kinda deserve it then, you know?
Did you only know, you know there's like, 2011, 0.8% of the population have an other religion? That's like, fuck all. That's fucking funny though. Can I bring my gun mugged by an Antifa or a Sharia gang? Are you nuts? You're more likely to get kneecapped.
Could also reply with something like, dude, it's not France. Or maybe a little bit sarcastically, like, you know, are you trying to spend New Year's Eve in Cologne?
Sure, it couldn't be another Britain just trying to make Americans look stupid now.
Or it could actually just be an American being stupid.
That's what you guys expect to see.
I'm sorry that I have to tell you, but you're a clown country right now, and you know, because you had Bush
America is a meme.
Bush true. Yeah.
Obama, who's kind of like Bush, only he used drones.
Nah, he's not like Bush. I would
he is when it comes to the Middle East.
No, he's more sympathetic, and he's not openly invaded the country.
No, he just did it behind everyone's backs, and you know, bombed people with drones. It's fine. No, he got a peace prize. It's fine.
Would you rather not have war on terrorists?
What?
Would you rather not bomb terrorists and just let them keep driving cars over people in your country?
You the fucking founded every terrorist who's on Earth right now. You are responsible for all
yeah,
our
I mean, once Al-Assad's government's toppled, like once Al-Assad's government is toppled, then which rebel group that's been armed by the US is going to decide to become the next bad guy?
I don't know, aren't they all already pretty much bad guys?
Yeah, exactly. Everybody that the US is funding that are Syrian rebels, that's, I'm doing quotation marks in real life just to, you can't see it, but just imagine, yeah.
Yeah.
Are as bad as fucking ISIS, most of them. They're just the same kind of group, they just don't like ISIS.
Figure we'd learn from Afghanistan and the Soviets in Afghanistan.
No. You know why? You know the thing is like, it all started in a little country like Iran. And they had a democratic... No, they had a democratic government, good rights for women, and really good healthcare.
So did Afghanistan.
So, wait. And then you decided that is not very good. And then you know, kind of elected the, you know, CIA elected the Shah of Persia, which got overthrown by Ayatollah Khomeini, because, you know, you choose somebody who really fucked up this country. And that's why we have that Islamistic country right now. Okay? And then you thought, yeah, we can't really much into this country. So, wait, Saddam Hussein. Okay, we tell another fucking lie that they execute babies in Kuwait, which was another CIA lie. And then you marched into this interesting little country.
You guys make it sound like these spots were meccas for fucking humanity and not the world's biggest shithole.
They were before.
But the funny thing is, you can Google pictures. You can Google pictures of women in Afghanistan in the 50s going to university wearing like Western clothing, for fuck's sake. What happened?
The funny part is, like, you know, actually the Soviets fucked that one up. But
oh yeah, they did. They got there before America could.
But actually, like Cloudbreaker, do you know how many democratic governments you overthrow because you wanted resources or influence? And you know that were actually like countries on a good way where nobody was extremist or a shithole anyway, and then you decided that's not your values and everything got fucked. So you are basically like the evilest nation on earth. I would say, even, you know, like...
You're German, who the fuck are you to tell me that?
Yeah, I'm German.
That's, so you're trying to play on German guilt though? Like, what the fuck?
No, but are you trying to play the opposite? Like, I wasn't even born when the shit you're talking about went down.
No, I'm talking about your nation, not you in person. Like, you know...
Yeah, you're getting offended over the country.
Yeah, political, your country, like, that's
I'm a little offended because you guys sprout the same European propaganda bullshit over and over about America.
It's in the history books. You see, there you can read the documents. You have the freedom of information.
No, the way you interpret everything is negative. You're just biased toward America.
No, it's not.
You're jealous, Alan. You're jealous.
It's not. No, there's nothing to of what, of a broken country.
We can talk about broken countries all day long.
Well,
yeah, we are kind of.
What do I have to be jealous of, though?
I don't really need to make anything up. It's like official CIA stuff, because, you know, they've given that to the public.
Because you know the true fucking behind-the-scenes story of what Black Ops government did, like it's fucking...
Yeah, because they wrote everything down. You did the Nazi mistake.
Dude, you read shit online and you believe it, man.
No,
you don't know what really happened.
That's on an official American government side. That's
dude.
Not... Dude!
Why did we go into Iraq?
I don't really care.
But why did we go into Iraq?
Because it supposedly had weapons of mass destruction.
And did it?
And how many did you found?
No.
0, because I'm sure it's impossible to move shit, you know, or hide shit.
Oh yeah, they never had weapons of mass destruction. That's the funny part. And you know what?
The thing is, though,
they've used chemical weapons on the Kurds for years. They've gassed innocent tribesmen. You know, you're like, you fucking murder all the Jews,
yeah, but that's
and then you bitch at us for going over and helping them.
Why are you... hold on, we need to stop a second. We need to stop a second here, Clyde. You're getting offended because of what he's saying your country did.
I'm not offended. I'm just picking it up.
Would you let me fucking
you guys
speak?
are laying it down on. You guys always talk shit all the time, and I talk shit for 4 seconds, and you guys are like...
How about you shut the fuck up for a second, and you stop saying about the fucking Jews and the Holocaust, because that has no relevance to this discussion whatsoever.
I'm having a separate discussion with Alan.
You're trying now, and I'm listening to it, and you're trying to fucking pull the German guilt card, which is fucking stupid.
Because he's pulling the American guilt card. What happens when you get tagged back with the same tactics? You know, get on that.
No, that's not true, because we don't have a Nazi government anymore, and you're basically having like the same joke going on today.
Yes, but our mistakes were at least in the guise of helping people, you know?
No, you don't. This is not true. This is
That's
what they
your
tell
opinion.
you.
That's
not
your
true.
opinion.
No,
But
that
Iran
has
had a-
nothing
You
to do
act
with
like
an
you
opinion.
know
This has
facts.
nothing to do. Every official wrote a book about it and stuff like that. You know, people
Quote
who
your
were
books,
in the room.
quote your sources. You're talking about all this information. Let's see it.
Okay, there's actually like, wait, I give you the panel speaking. Wait.
You're telling me
the
that
guy
you
on stage
overthrew
that's
the
so
Iranian
fucking
government?
funny.
Like, you got rid of the Iranian government practically, and then they decided not to like America because of a load of bullshit? Like, that
I
was to
can't
help people?
pretend to know the motives of things that happened when I wasn't around. I can comment
Okay,
about
well, we can
shit
talk
that
about-
happened during my lifetime.
Yeah, like
from what
Iraq.
I've heard on the news and shit. you know?
Yeah. And why did we go to Iraq?
We just went over this, didn't we?
Why did we go to Iraq?
Why did you go to Iraq?
Because America was like, you fucking 9/11 us.
And you
So
went
we need
with
to
us.
pull because you know the only country in history to pull NATO's Article 5? You know who that is, don't you?
If we were so unjust, why would the world go?
We didn't go with you. We told you it's bad.
Well, Germany's fucking probably not fighting anywhere because they have no SAP. Cause
They fought in
kicked out of
They
them.
fucking have fought in Afghanistan actually, so that's a wee bit unfair to
That's
the
kind
German
of a-
people that died in Afghanistan. In
But
the
that's
province
a
that they
war
were.
on innocent people, so they're probably barbarians to you, right?
What?
A culture
Because-
that went
what?
to university before we went there, you know?
For the Russians went there.
No, but you act like America destroyed all these great places. Like, we were
Yeah,
all
you
there,
did.
and we were all there to
Thing is-
help.
Dude, you founded the Taliban, who ruled this country
Fucking
because
founded
you wanted
Al-Qaeda.
to kick. Yeah, you
So
actually founded the
government's
guys-
corrupt, right? And government, you know, did shit bad. But
Yeah.
as far as the American public was concerned with voting, like everything they were shown was us helping people. It wasn't us murdering people. You know what I mean? Like the American public didn't say, let's kill all these people. It said, hey, these terrorists just hit us. This is where
Well,
they
then,
are.
you know,
This
better
is what
wake
their
up.
capabilities are. Let's go get them. And
Yeah,
the
well,
American
then-
public
yeah,
was for it.
yeah,
Maybe
then you were
Bin Laden
fooled.
shouldn't have been a
Horribly
CIA
fooled.
operative then.
And the thing is, like, we German actually, like, you know, actually we were honest with our people, you know, nobody was, oh, I didn't know what happened to the Jews in that awkward camp where the screams came out. It was like, yeah, we are the master race, let's do it. At least it was an honest try, you know?
You guys have all had legit, like, world war in your countries and suffered from it and learned from it. You know, America's different. America's never had
A
anything
war on
like
its
that.
own soil, and that's, you know, shitty. I mean, you had a war on your own soil, but, you know, against your own people. But
That's
that
against
has
Britain.
nothing to do, this is totally unrelated to our
Yeah.
discussion of you overthrowing good democratic governments or socialist governments just because you want resources and American values and Coca-Cola, and
Not
you don't
really,
care.
though.
Of course, and of course.
Weapons of mass destruction
No.
and terrorists.
No, that was always just
But there
a reason
was no
shown to
weapons
you.
of mass
That's
destruction.
what the people went after. That's no, the government profiting and hurting people and trying to do power grabs was under the
Yeah,
guise
but
of a
no, everybody who
humanitarian
believes.
mission.
Yeah, but can you seriously believe it? I mean, your country, you are not like the Soviet Union. You have access to independent media sources.
But of course governments are corrupt and gonna do power moves and shit. Like the people, what are we gonna do? And what can any of us do? Like
You can
get-
you can found a political party that's not Democrat and Republic, and then you have to build it up for a few years, and yeah, just call it the not corrupt asshole party.
you had
you
the
go.
mediocrity of Bush, you had the kind of shoulder shrugging of Obama, and now you have a radical president because people are sick of the same bullshit. You know what I mean?
But Trump's doing the same shit that all the other presidents did. I mean, he said he would pull out of the Middle East, and he's still doing drone attacks and shit.
Well, I mean, how can you argue against attacks that are specifically targeted at terrorists, though? Like, what do you have
Or-
against that? Because
or
we all
against.
suffer from that. All our countries have been attacked.
But it's a vicious circle, because the more we fucking bomb them, the more they bomb us. I mean, America seems to think it's under threat from fucking terrorism, yet you're the one of the countries that doesn't get fucking terror attacked like the rest of us.
Dude, all your terror attacks added up would fit into 9/11 pretty much. Like,
Oh, does that mean then that Oh, 9/11
No, I'm not
happened.
trying to shit on your terrorist
And British
attacks, but
and
at
British
least
fucking
respect what happened to
British
our people,
Tommies
too.
got killed because of 9/11, and fucking Frenchmen died because of 9/11, and all these other NATO nations that helped America died because of 9/11.
So 5 or 6 people die from one country, and it's a big deal, but
Dude,
2,000
it was
Americans die, and who
3,000
cares?
people. 3,000 people died in 9/11, and you killed 500 people in the Iraq War of people who had no choice but to sit in army trucks and wait to get drone striked. Think we are a little even, or how many do you have to kill? Is it like 3 million? How many innocent people have to die for one American?
My
We have a
point,
price tag.
no, but when terrorists are killing our people, you're not gonna do nothing, you're not gonna attack them, you're just gonna let them have fucking free reign?
Yeah, but
That
you're not
sounds real
attack
pretty.
The thing is, like, you attack countries who have no relation to terrorists again. You know,
Not
That's
really.
that's like the IRA.
disagree
That's
with that.
that's like the IRA, right? A terror attacking the Twin Towers, and then you invade Northern Ireland because we happen to have the IRA in our country.
exactly.
Not
which
really.
Is stupid. Yes,
The
it is.
Taliban was a lot bigger than the IRA with
No, it
open
wasn't.
training camps and
No, it
operatives.
wasn't. The IRA is one of the most
First off-
professional. The IRA at the time was one of the most professional terrorist organizations in the fucking world.
And let me explain who the Taliban was, the Cloudbreaker.
I gotta go pick
Afghanistan-
up my daughter, guys. I'm not trying to bail on this, but I'm already running
Okay.
past time. So we can all shit on America later, huh?
You're taking it personally.
Not really. I'm just sick of you guys shitting on America every
They-
day. Like, it
Unfair
doesn't
as well.
get old to you guys, you know? Like, I never say shit about Britain. I never talk shit. You have
That's
terrorist
Alan's
attacks,
job.
and I'm not like, oh, well, Americans died, fucking blah, blah, blah. Like, you don't give a shit what happens to us,
You're
but
being a bit unfair towards Cleveland as well with the argument.
you guys act like these countries have never done anything wrong, and there's not resentment towards America in them.
Okay, when was the
Not even just America, like, I don't understand, like, you guys have been terrorist attacked, probably a lot more than us.
But not by the government of these countries, and not by
no,
the
but what
most
are you
people.
gonna do if you gotta
Well,
go in and get...
They were with the
cells and
Afghanistan
shit, you know?
government.
No, not. That's fucking bullshit. Afghanistan was ruled by the fucking Taliban, and the
Yeah,
terror attacks
and
were
y-
carried out by Al Qaeda.
Yeah, and Al Qaeda asked for sanctuary in Afghanistan, and the American government's like, hey, look, if you give them up, we won't have to come into your country. And the Afghanistan government were like, no, fuck you, come and get him. And they did. So if you harbour
Wasn't
a
it-
terrorist and you say, look, if you want him, then you're going to have to go through us to get him. It's kind of unfair to say that they're attacking the Taliban, the Afghanistani government, because they're harbouring terrorists.
Didn't NATO, like, vote all this shit through legally anyway? Like,
What do you
didn't the
mean?
world support the actions?
They did with Afghanistan. The problem with the whole
Iraq.
Iraq and stuff is that the political governments that were in charge in America are called neocons, and as soon as they got a license to go into Afghanistan, they took that as free reign to finish unfinished stuff, which happened with the first Gulf War. And they sort out their own personal business with their dealings in the Middle East. So you have the Saudis that are like, hey, look, you need to get rid of Saddam because of his reasons. They're hurting our business interests. And he might do it again, and the American government's like, well, we can't fucking, you know. We, can't
Oh,
let
we
our
like
business-
Saudi Arabia.
Yeah,
we
and
need
of,
to
and of
help
course,
our ally.
basically, the thing is, basically, everybody got overthrown who didn't wanted to sell oil to the West.
Be the source of that.
I'll be back.
Yeah,
User left your channel.
that's basically you can just
You need a source of that because the Syrians
Okay.
sell to the Russians and other Middle Eastern countries. I'd say Iran probably sells to Russians as well.
Okay, Libya didn't want to sell oil to the West and wanted to commit more power to the people, and we are now
Yeah,
pretty sure
they
that
didn't
the
get
army of
invaded.
Libya didn't wait.
But they didn't
Did-
get invaded by America.
No, we only helped bombing the government. You know, like
Gaddafi's-
France did it as well.
Yeah, but
and
Gaddafi's
yeah,
kind of evil as a
yeah,
person.
but Gaddafi is
No,
mediocre kind
no,
of evil.
Bullshit. You don't get
Yeah,
to
no,
choose.
not bullshit.
Yeah, it is, because you don't get to choose the morals of the people because of the crimes they've committed. He sold arms to the IRA. He blew up fucking airliners over Scotland. What else is... He's trained, had terrorist camps in his thing. You don't get to say, oh no, he was alright, but
yeah, I had to completely disagree with you saying that Gaddafi's alright considering the amount of fucking arms that the IRA got
I'm
off
not
him.
saying he's alright.
He's as bad as the
No,
trigger
but
man.
yeah, but you're choosing his morality and the severity of his punishment towards what we gave him. So, you know, we shouldn't have bombed him, but he was training terrorists, even though they didn't catch any. You know, that's not fair on the argument for Cloudbreaker again. Same with the people from Pakistan. It's like the Pakistani guys are going like their what they call their Secret Service are going under the border, training the Taliban and shit, and Al Qaeda, letting them free reign to hide in Pakistan when they get bumped by the Americans, so the Americans can't find them and kill them, and then they train them up and then they send them back in. It's like, well, Pakistan, but the reason why Pakistan doesn't get touched is because they're fucking allied the Americans.
They're in the Commonwealth too. There's a funny little situation between India and Pakistan.
Yeah, but the thing is, in Pakistan, there's like an extremist group that is like a shadow government that
Oh yeah.
that doesn't have control, but they're let loose, so that they do their own thing, and there's no one there to stop them.
Kevin Bacon all along. Wonder if Tony Blair will actually get charged, or he'll get off with it with all the money he can spend on a good solicitor.
If he lies, he lies.
Yeah, but he got away with it the first time. He was immune from prosecution. He's a war criminal.
He definitely should face some sort of charge against the Security Council, at least the UN Security Council. Same with Bush and the people that instigated the invasion of Iraq. Was it 2001 or 2002, something like that?
3.
2003.
Can't stand Tony Blair. But you haven't provided your sources yet though, Alan, which is something you might need to do.
For what? Exactly.
For everything. Well, Cloudbreaker asked for sources, and then you said you'd get him some.
There's this famous panel of a guy who got the order that we need reasons to invade Iraq. That's one good source.
Yeah, no, they're neocons. Their neocon thing is to finish what they started with, what they did.
No, this
Force
is
Awakens.
guessing. This is guessing.
No, it's in their manifesto. There's a group called the neocons, like Donald Rumsfeld and all them people are, and what's that?
Is it? I want to see that because I actually would call that bullshit.
No, just Google it, and they've got a manifesto.
Because it's on the internet, like the writings of the wise men of Zion.
No, it's their manifesto. They're like a political group, and a political group in America. Centre around like Donald Rumsfeld and the other guy, I can't remember his name. And like their political agenda is to one of the objectives was to finish off Saddam from '91 or some shit like that, and secure ties with Saudi Arabia so that Kuwaiti and stuff like that don't come under one power group or some shit like that.
At least it's a shithole. Say that.
You shouldn't be allowed that them type of political groups shouldn't be allowed to push their agenda once they're in positions of responsibility for their country to further their own agenda. That sort of shit shouldn't be allowed to happen. Honest, Bush is not really just a figurehead that they got elected so that they could control most of the decisions that were passed to him. It's like, oh, he'll just sign it over.
Good old democracy in the Middle East.
Yeah, this is, I think this is what they were talking.
Yeah, but it basically says the same. What I said. No, weapons of mass destruction. No, oil.
But that's it. People that are involved in that, then in the administration, so they had some influence into what happened. These people are making decisions for a country based on their business
agendas.
Yeah, business agendas and what they can get out of it.
Yeah, which nobody ever denied, because nobody thought they would go into Iraq for bringing democracy. 500 kilograms per bomb. I like it, there is a Wikipedia list of United States involvement in regime changes.
Yep.
But it's kind of important though, it's like it's a group of people that are doing it, not America.
America is American government.
No.
Yes. As when I said Germany was responsible for World War II, it's not Lieselotte Müller, it was the fucking Nazi party.
So you're being unfair though, like Cloudbreaker is not
I'm not unfair. I'm not saying Cloudbreaker invaded Iraq.
The way that you were going at him, it was both of you.
Because I hate it when he tells us that we are fucking falling prey to propaganda from the European mainstream media bullshit.
Some people are though. There is some.
Yes, and I'm not denying that.
Yeah, but the way that, like I said, the way you were going at him, it's like he was the problem. He was being unfair as well with some of the arguments, because Germany, to balance it out, did the same with Czechoslovakia and Austria, you know?
Yeah, but we're not doing it since, I guess, the 40s ended.
But it's still been done though, so your government has done it as well. So you have to be fair, you can't just rattle on to it.
I was fair, I think. Because they are still going on as nothing they've done was wrong ever.
I don't know, you could argue for Afghanistan's changing the regime there is for the better. Yeah, I'd probably say yes. Iran?
I would say nothing changed in Afghanistan, other than they've blown up for another reason now.
Yeah, well, you can say that. I mean, Iraq, has it gotten better since
No.
Saddam? Oh, the ISIS has been a big problem, but they've dealt with that. But the way that the government is run is a lot better now. I mean, the government's not fucking gassing Kurds and shit and other ethnic minorities. South America, I don't know. I don't really know what their involvement in what South American countries have had done it. Maybe Panama, but
I can read you to this in a moment when I die, and then explain what country suffered what horrible dictatorship. The thing is, whenever America overthrows a government in a country and make it better, it ends up being worse. Because they mostly, you know, get a dictatorship, like a military dictatorship, who then
sometimes a dictatorship is needed for
to purge
countries.
people and make rape centers, and the dictatorship is never needed.
No, wait a second. Sometimes it is. If you look at all the way up Iraq from like 1900 or whatever, from when they lost their king or whatever, and then when Saddam took over, it was relatively stable country until he started fucking gassing people and losing control. Same with Gaddafi.
Yeah, the Middle East isn't completely compatible with a democracy at the minute.
I watched a really good video where they were talking about the reasons why armies in the Middle East as well trained and stuff like that, and their operation.
But why Arabs lose wars?
Yeah, I think that might have been the title of the video. And it was really interesting the way they were talking about how it's a hierarchical system where if an officer in an Arab army or whatever, a Middle Eastern army is taught a skill, he's not encouraged to
pass his initiative.
Yeah, he's not taught to. He's got more incentive to keep that skill for himself, so people will look up to him and be under him instead of teaching everyone it. So then he doesn't have worth.
What does that have to do with getting democratic countries overthrown, installing fascist dictatorships, and then don't care anymore?
No, I was talking about how interesting it is and how like there's a hierarchical caste type of system where the people with the knowledge that have that keep it and they don't share it, and that's probably part of the reasons why some of these dictatorships are good for some of the countries, because then people that are in charge are keeping the order by using them means, but then when they start to lose the power is when the trouble starts.
Yes, because they want to hold on to power. Of course. And as bad as Saddam was, I guess it's still not that bad as what they got after ISIS purged everybody in half of the country. I mean, can you imagine coming back to your neighbors who went with ISIS and living together with them again? This will be fucking funny in the next 10 years for them.
Yeah, but the people that went with ISIS, they're not traditionally going to go back to where they...
No, they were there the whole time, because this was kind of like a tribey thing, where the one part of the population was like, hey, finally I can fucking purge my infidel neighbors. Stuff like that.
I wouldn't say that's 100% of what it is either. And even if they do, like, look, what are they going to go back to? Like, the government that has defeated their organisation is going to then arrest them for being part of what's fucked up their country, so...
No, do you think they arrest civilians? No.
I don't know.
We're having a misinformation about what I'm trying to tell you, but okay. Things like, you know, ISIS had quite large support in some part of the like the normal people in that countries.
ISIS also got incredibly lucky. The fact that the Iraqi army practically collapsed and they got fucking all their arms supplies and shit. Fuck, ISIS had tank divisions at one point.
And the fact that half of the Iraqi army, you know, went over to ISIS because, you know, the Americans said, okay, go home now, but keep your weapons.
Yeah, but it's over. It's not just that simple. They don't just join. It's like either join us or fucking die, sort of.
Yeah.
It's not, well, they're gone. The Americans are gone. We're gonna start killing people. It's not simple.
No, I'm not saying it's the only reason. Just don't make me stupid.
Nah, but
the fact
way
you
said it though, you made it out to be like that's the only reason.
No, it's not. But it's a puzzle piece. And of course, they had quite large support in some ethnic groups in the region. who then basically handed over the neighbors to the executioner, or actually made them flee the region, stuff like that. Famous example would be the Yazidin, you know, the Christians, population. And when the American government overthrew the Iraqi army, like everybody in the Iraqi army got, okay, sent home, we don't need such a large army, can maybe apply later. And that also went fucking wrong, because you had like a really large portion of large young men, military trained with no perspective. It's also very bad.
Enemy is hit.
And the list goes on and on and on, I guess.
Half of our engine power.
Of course, this is not a complete picture, but it's important pieces of the puzzle.
Track hit. Got him.
We're all bollocks. Especially if you live in the Middle East.
And you know, like the core of our discussion started with, is American imperialism fucking up the Western world and Middle Eastern world basically since the 50s? Which you could say yes to a large portion of it.
Critical hit. Enemy armor is damaged. This vehicle has had it.
And then you could also go to the whole like NATO going eastwards thing, to have constant threat scenario with the Russians, which helps both sides. The Russians can say we are under threat from the West because they keep going eastwards, which is true. And the West can say, yeah, look
Well,
at
in
the
what way?
Russians. What?
In what way are we going eastwards?
With expanding the NATO.
Alright, but I ask why people being like, we're threatened by the Russians, can we join your military alliance?
Don't make it that simple.
I know we were making things simple a minute ago.
Either way, you're expanding eastwards.
I am, personally. But you said you...
Don't cherry pick. You know what I want to say. Either way, the NATO is expanding eastwards.
Yep.
Which is like a real threat scenario for the Russians.
Well, do you think we're going to go to war with them then?
I hope not. I really hope deep down nobody wants to have a World War III.
Hillary would have got one. He wanted to impose a no-fly zone over Syria. The Russians said they'd shoot down American planes if they did that. So, that was definitely possible.
Yeah, everybody said a lot of stupid shit during the election period, so... Yeah.
Would you rather have Hillary or Trump?
Trump.
Neither? I don't really know what...
Hillary.
I don't really know what this question is about, but okay.
I was just asking in interest. Is that illegal now? Just wanted to know, that's all.
No, it just seemed like a crap question. Because it has absolutely nothing to do with eyesight prior, but okay.
Everyone get out.
I don't know, we're not going to be going to war with the Russians anytime soon.
I hope not. You know, why should we? Because nobody profits from a war. There's no land to gain anymore from a war.
Depends what
At
type
least-
of war it is as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, at least not like from a good old World War III. I mean, you know, nations who have nuclear weapons can't really go to war. I mean, you can say all you want, we don't use nuclear weapons, but when the Russian fleet sets sail towards Washington, I want to see how long that holds.
Let's go.
And even if you just do the scenario, which was posted in a thing play a few years ago, like that you just drop a nuke over the ocean, just as a kind of a reminder that kind of line is what happens then. Thing is, it's really convenient for the West. Like in the West, I say, like, we and the Americans like to have a really good have a constant threat, because that justifies so many things, and it does not really matter if it's terrorism or the Russians,
Enemy armor is hit.
Trump let a bunch of Afghanis in America anyway, recently.
25 or what?
What?
How many? 25?
Yeah, because they were going to a competition.
Okay. What does
I mean,
that
worse.
tell me?
I don't know, it's a good gesture to fucking do. What it tells me.
To, I don't know, ban everybody, but then make a PR move, or what?
I don't know, can't you praise the man for something good he does?
If he does something good, yes.
Well, he kinda did.
Okay, what was the exact story?
That he allowed, they weren't being allowed in already, and he overturned the ban for them because they needed to go to like this robotics competition.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
So he personally decides who's allowed to go into the country now.
But he said that they should be allowed in to their competition.
Thank you, good lord. And then they had to make a knee fall and kiss the ring? They kissed the ring?
I think you're being a bit awkward there.
I'm not awkward, I'm just trying to make a point that that's at least kind of a little bit lordy or whatever, however you call it.
Well, this isn't the Middle Ages, for God's sake, like he's not a feudal lord.
But it's kind of like acting like one. Because you can, personally say, I make a law, but I can personally say, no, let's just
Yeah, the
let
Queen
these
could
people
do that.
in.
Government can make a law and the Queen could be like, nah.
Yeah, and we have like a president who can do this as a last instance. It never happened, actually. That's why we have a president, I guess. I mean, not in reality, whatever happened. Theory it could happen.
Well, the idea is so that if the fucking Chancellor does something stupid, that,
Yeah, he has to
same
sign
reason
every
the Queen
piece.
exists at the minute, it's because if the government does something that's completely fucking stupid, then the Queen can be like, no, this is stupid. Not passing this law.
Yeah, but still I won't praise him for that. That sounds awkwardly like a PR move.
Well, it might be a PR move, but at least it's better than just saying no. Wouldn't you agree?
No.
Oh.
I
Why?
can't really see why it's better. Like what is it? This
Well,
is
what
just
do
a
you see
gesture.
that this travel ban is? Do you see it as a Muslim ban? Or as a travel ban?
I would see the travel ban as a fucking PR move to just pleasant his audience and just marking the strong man attitude. See what I did? I banned the terrorists. Hail to me. But it's not a Muslim ban because, you know, I let this good IT Afghans in the country. Overacting, speaking, you know. So I can't really see what's to phrase that.
We can't reload as fast.
Well, I wouldn't mind seeing a points-based system in the immigration. Points-based system. Like Australia, for example.
Enemy armor is hit.
People skills are in demand.
I don't know, it's not just I have to compare it to other system to base it on its single identity, you know, on its singular existence.
Penetration.
And I have no fucking idea what is the best immigration system. Because it is a really tricky question. And depends a little bit, because as I got it, not even people who say I want to make a holiday in the US are allowed anymore if you come out of this like group of threateners, however you phrase it.
Well, I think you need a source for that, because I'm pretty sure that's not true.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's true because we read the list. We read the list together who's allowed in the US. So, I mean, it wasn't like a refugee ban or some shit like that, because that's a whole other reason. Or not even an immigration ban. It was a travel ban, as in if you want to travel to the country. But yeah, we had to check this actually. But I mean, if they wanted to go to a like science fair, and they had to seek personal allowance by the Lord, then yeah, it actually sounds a bit like a travel ban.
It wasn't exactly a personal allowance from the Lord. From what I read, it was more like these people needed to get into the country, and Trump saw, or the fucking organization that deals with it was like, oh no, you're not allowed in. Trump's like, oh whatever, just let them in. It's a good PR move.
Yeah, it's a PR move.
Yeah, but it's better than fucking, you know, being a cunt about it.
No, it's not. It's if it's a PR move, it's like it's like almost like segmenting status quo, because they say, but he did something good, and you're given an argument. I don't really see why you justify that.
And we have Brexit talks. We're getting told by the European Union that apparently we can't have a border between the north and south of Ireland that's frictionless.
I haven't followed that talk for a while, so
which I thought was a wee bit bullshit, considering it's not really
I don't know.
The common travel area agreement between us and Ireland that falls under, and not the Schengen area.
Thing is, if you have a Brexit, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Wasn't that the whole idea? Like, you know, it's...
Well, I don't think it's the EU's problem, whether or not we have a border with Ireland.
Yeah, that was the idea of the Brexit. You Brexit, and now you can do whatever the fuck you want.
And you have some EU commissioner that's like, no, not allowed to. There's going to be a hard border. It's like, oh, okay. Why? I mean, what are you going to gain from it?
Is Ireland part of the EU?
Yes.
Is that okay? If they want a hard border, they can pay for it.
But we're paying for it though as well, don't forget.
Why?
Because the trade and shit, like, we'll pay for it as Northern Irish people. It's important that the border stays frictionless, but there's a common travel area agreement that all of the countries on the British Isles have negotiated, where I could go to Scotland without a passport, or I could go down to Ireland no problem, or fucking Guernsey if I wanted, you know. So I think your man, whatever his name, the French guy or whatever, Belgian, their negotiator said something about it again.
The only thing I can Google up in this few seconds was from May, where the European Union's chief Brexit negotiator reissue Ireland on Tuesday that the bloc will fight to ensure that there is no return to a hard border with Northern Ireland after UK leaves EU as a debt.
That's good.
That was in May.
Yeah, so you have to really link me what you're talking about because I have no fucking
Yeah, I'll
idea.
need to find it.
Last thing I heard was that you apparently owe us large sums of money. Which is fucking funny.
And then fucking Boris Johnson told you all to go and whistle.
Yeah, and we had a good laugh about that either.
Quite extortionate amount of money. Number seems to keep going up.
That happens when you sign contracts and didn't read the little lines, I guess. Or what was it called when, you know, the little things in contracts, which basically states where you get fucked.
Well, I think it's a bit unfair for the British people that voted to join the ECC or whatever it's called, and then we get taken into something like the EU, and the British person isn't allowed to read the stuff for themselves and then decide whether that's a good idea or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't know. Kind of you were part of this whole thing. You signed agreements, so yeah. You know, if we buy a car
I
together.
signed an agreement.
Yeah, but your government did it in your name. That's what we call democracy. You elect people who then decide for you. I mean, technically it's you know, you speak your will and then you have people who enact your will, but the technicalities. But it all comes down to the same thing. Thing is, if you go and tell people to whistle themselves, which is, I guess, is kind of like your go fuck yourself thing, kind of like a little bit sparsely formulated. It's probably, I don't know, not a really good start.
Well, I'm not in charge, so fucking Boris Johnson's our foreign fucking guy, which is funny.
I like it that he basically looks like the English version of Donald Trump.
Because the Boris is losing his hair and you can fucking tell. Well, we have the hope that the Tory fucking party can actually negotiate a Brexit. We'll see what fucking happens.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
I mean, it would suck for everybody if we wouldn't have like a good deal, because, you know, everybody wants to trade with the UK. Market is market. Wouldn't it be fucking great to get along for once for at least 100 years?
We are getting along.
Apparently not. Guess otherwise we wouldn't have this Brexit thing. If all was going so swimmingly before. Funny part is that, you know, like basically the best outcome for the Brexit is status quo in terms of trade and stuff. Which is, I guess, kind of unrealistic if you look at the attitudes of both sides. You owe us money! No, go fuck yourself! No, you fuck yourself! No, you fuck yourself!
Yeah, both negotiating teams are too busy at each other's throats.
Yeah, which is kind of a really grown-up attitude.
Yeah.
But if you kind of combine the value of the markets and stuff like that, the European Union kind of has the longer lever.
Well, we've got till 2019, so.
Enemy armor is damaged. Track hit. They killed our driver. We're covering his position, but not very well. Penetration. Bailout. This vehicle has had it.
You know Nicholas Sturgeon, Jaeger, and what's that other person called?
The
Somebody
first
else.
lady.
Nicholas Sturgeon and somebody else went to Brussels, negotiate or something, and then the EU negotiator told them to fuck off, pretty much. Oh, Corbyn and her went to negotiate, and he's like, no, I'll only speak to May. Get wrecked. Kinda makes sense, I guess. I did watch a funny video on Facebook, and it was Jeremy Corbyn like last year, right? And he's like, I'd be going around various EU countries and talking to some party leaders, and you know what they said to me? And then all you hear from someone is, who are you? Fucking took the piss out of him. Everyone just started, even some of his front benchers sitting right behind him were like smirking, trying not to fucking laugh. I need to find that video because it is quite funny. Oh. Did you know that all our politicians in Northern Ireland are on holiday currently?
Well, it's the period, isn't it? For
Did you know we haven't had a government for like 5 months?
Yes.
And they're meant to be negotiating a deal. And now they're on paid leave. Fucking. We want an Irish Language Act. No. We want an Ulster Scots thrown in with the Irish Language Act. No. That was pretty much it.
Can we have a new law in the government? Yeah, sure.
Well, they're meant to be negotiating because for our snap election was all about this scandal that happened. And then the DUP and Sinn Féin were both like, we aren't going to put any red lines up, and we're going to instantly get back into government. Well, yeah, of course, and pigs can fly. So that never fucking happened, and now they're arguing over stupid shit like an Irish Language Act, and DUP were like, okay, we're happy to accept an Irish Language Act, but you need to have Ulster Scots in there. I think Ulster Scots is a load of shite anyway, but you'd think they'd have just said yes to get it over and done with.
Could be worse. We got gay marriage in exchange for freedom of speech.
Well.
And civil fortification act, you know, like in America. Oh, you have to prove that you're innocent. Otherwise, we will fortify we will get your fucking shit, you know, all the money you made. But shit, shut.
Kristallnacht. Oh wait.
No, det var other thing.
I just can't believe people voted for the DUP and Sinn Féin thinking that they would actually do what they said they would do. They're politicians, of course not.
Well, it's kind of the same, like with Donald Trump. How sick do you have to be of the establishment to vote for them?
Well, the DUP are the establishment. So Sinn Féin, they're the status quo, and people keep voting for it.
Oh, okay, I thought there would be this obscure right-wing party.
No, the DUP and Sinn Féin are two different extremes that have been in power for the last 20 years. DUP are far right and Sinn Féin pretend to be far left. We all know they're not. That's the wonderful thing about Sinn Féin is they're very good at lying. Because they are kind of smart in terms of they go for the high ground when it comes to, like, you know, we support gay marriage because then we secure our vote and look less like a dickhead, you know, in terms of the DUP who are like, we hate gay people. Then obviously they look stupid.
So you have basically, like, you have this opposite parties. Yo, no, I'm totally against what he said. What did he say?
Yeah, you have the terrorists pretty much that were, you know, bombing us, that are now all like equality based, and then you have all the other, like, unionist party, which is just
everybody
mess.
gets equally bombed. We will have a quote, a terrorist quote, that you have to, you know, be victims of terrorists have to be equalized in gender and race and stuff. It would be funny.
Move out.
They can't agree over an Irish Language Act. Now, one thing I disagree with their whole act is the fact that they wanted 10% of people in the civil service to speak Irish, and I thought that was ridiculous.
What's the Irish Language Act?
To recognise Irish as a language within the country, which I'm fine with, but I'm not fine with the civil service having to speak, like 10% of the civil service has to speak Irish. That's stupid, you know what I mean? It's just it's like an awkward quota.
Well,
There's a really...
yeah,
who can join the civil service. I mean, I can understand why the police has to be you know, equal in terms of who joins it because of all the shit that happened in the past, but they're kind of silly. But the civil service stuff is just stupid. Like, there was a, you know, where you talk about your version of the Onion. We have this like satirical paper called the Ulster Fry. And I don't know if you've heard of it.
No,
but
everybody
they had
has
a
Onion
thing.
version.
They took the piss and said that Sinn Féin want everybody in what was it? Everybody that phones up to the civil service to speak, like 10% of them all to be Irish or something, like ridiculous. It was quite funny. Need to actually find it.
Our version of the Onion is called the Postilion. Best G20 article was actually from them, you know, like Putin and Trump starting to get new world order ruling, like, you know, like a fair world order for everybody after protesters sets fire to Fiat Fiesta. Nailed it so fucking hard.
Ulster Fry. The Ulster Fry. Here we go. What would you like, new local news or the world?
Whatever.
World
Things
news.
I can understand.
The DUP ate my hamster, claims family man.
Was the hamster gay?
DUP's image in the UK was further tarnished today after party leader Arlene Foster was accused of eating a family pet's hamster amid ongoing talks with the Conservatives. God, let's see if we can find something funnier. Nah. Life. Fix something quickly.
I also was a fan of Hamburg police now trying to get atomic weapons into position to stop the riots. Somebody actually twittered the police Twitter account like, is this real?
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
I'm meant to be doing a mission in GTA, but I'm gone. I'll land my helicopter so I can tab back in. Like the last time I did that in GTA, I tabbed back in to find that I was hovering just above the water, about to sink beneath it.
Get out.
I said that's a good save. Came back literally just in time. One thing I hate is whenever I'm gone to get something to eat and I come back to my computer and I sit down at the desk, I put the headphones on, and then I go down, grab the mouse, and then the computer goes to sleep. As if it knows I was just about to fucking start using it again. GG. The hell is that noise? Port and GTA making that weird noise? I hope so, because... Right, let's see. Hacking smart TVs in Northern Ireland completely pointless, admits CIA.
You know what's my favorite tech notice from Samsung?
Well,
Please don't have personal conversations in front of your TV. Because apparently our software is not that secure. No, who could afford that if you don't have an updatable Android? With a microphone and a camera? What the fuck could go wrong?
this is something that I got a story that's kind of like Jaeger's situation, but Jaeger has an overflow of them. Massive protests in Belfast as bin level reaches crisis point, and the picture is we want bins, and a bunch of people standing behind a poster that says we want bins. Like the opposite of fucking Jaeger's council, where they bring in fucking all sorts of different bins to make money.
Stupid. Like the system, some guy broke it down. He's like, hey look, this is inefficient to what it was before, and they're like, no it's not, you don't know nothing. He's like, oh, I guess I'm not voting for you then.
Liam Neeson urged to run for First Minister.
I will find you, and I will negotiate the deal! Look fucking funny.
Funny, because he'd probably fucking win as well.
Belfast descends into anarchy after bin day change.
XQ what?
Yeah, every like 2 weeks the bin men will come on specific days. This article is about the city going into anarchy because the bin day was changed.
Would actually believe that. To some extent. I don't know.
Trying to find that thing. Oh yeah, here you go. 10% of civil servants will have to phone in sick using Irish, Claim Language Irish Act. Opponents, it's fucking amazing. I'll have to phone in how to speak in Irish. I don't know how to speak Irish. I don't know how to speak Irish, to be honest. Because I don't need to. You know, like, I can't remember the percentage, it's like hardly anybody in the country speaks Irish. There's not really a need for it.
Time to roll out.
The problem I have with the whole Irish Language Act stuff is that they want to change the road signs and everything, so that the road signs include the Irish translation. I'm thinking, wow, that's going to cost loads of fucking money, you know? Who's going to pay for this? I can't believe I've played GTA all day, this is depressing.
If you're having fun, it's not depressing.
That's true, I kind of am, because I enjoy listening to the music and flying my helicopters and cars. I really like driving in this game.
Driving in this game is so fucking fun.
Yeah, sometimes I'll take out one of my classic sports cars and then I'll go up like, you know, the hills. Race about the hills. That's good fun. There's a really good video I should show you someday, and it's a woman in Belfast, and like beside the university pretty much. There's a load of students videoing her trying to park her car, and she's in like a Mini. It takes her a good about like half an hour to park the car. I swear to God, it's amazing. Somebody even goes out to help her, like direct her on how to park it. Fucking amazing.
I suck at parkour too. That's why I enjoyed it.
Oh, I hit something. Yeah, but I don't think you suck this much. I don't think it'll take you 20 minutes, you know what I mean?
No. I would just give up and seek another parking spot.
Yeah, like any normal person.
Like, I can't do this, it's embarrassing, let's move on. Nothing happened at all. It's just sucks if you are in the city and you're actually, you know, holding up people and you're actually blocking the whole fucking entire city.
Belfast is, you know, Belfast is like the 12th biggest city in the UK or whatever, or the 10th or something, yet it has the worse congestion than London, supposedly. Which I find hard to believe, but supposedly a fact. Fucking ridiculous. How awful our road system is.
No, I own a Jagdpanzer now. Ha! Jagdpanzer!
Oh, you know the other bullshit? The Belfast councils are out to make money because there's bus lanes in the city. You know what the Belfast council does if you enter the bus lane only for a second? There's an £80 fine. They fine you. Also, 25-mile-an-hour speed limit, and if you go over the speed limit, you get fined like 80 quid too.
So, some people just, you know, buy a mannequin, and dress him like a normal person, and then sit him in the, you know, seat, and that's creative. I guess.
What would you do is you just pretend to be disabled and get yourself a blue badge, and then park wherever the fuck you want. Like loads of people. Pretty easy to do.
And then if somebody asks if you're really disabled because nobody does that, and you say, you just don't discriminate me, fucking hate crime.
Not even that, you know what you can do over here when it comes to disabled badges? Nope. You can, if you have someone in your family that needs a disabled badge, you get it, and then you phone up and ask for a replacement because you lost the first one even though you didn't, and then they send you two. Then you have two. For 2 cars, because this fucking system is retarded, I guess.
Yeah, but I guess it's not like that big of a problem because you still have to have access to a disabled person.
They want to adjust the high street, and they're like, yeah, it would be better for the town and everything. And then this lady's like, what about disabled people? I can't park in town then, and I won't be able to get up the hill in my wheelchair. And the council like, yeah, fuck you. And
yeah, that's fucking stupid.
But then it like failed to pass, and they're like, oh, this time we should let the disabled people use it and just cut off the traffic further. And then they're like, nah, fuck you still.
Like they should. The Lisburn's High Street is what do you call it? No cars are allowed. Like it's not a road anymore, but it used to be, and they blocked it off, and it's all pedestrianised now. Because why not? I mean, it's dead. This fucking city is dead. It's not even a city. Call it a city, but it's a lie. It's bullshit, all of it. Set me up. So you have, yeah, Lisburn, which is a dive, and then you have Belfast, where all the real shops are, but nobody buys. Everyone shops online now, if you ask me. Like, people only go to Belfast to shop if they're going to, like, Christmas, you know?
They killed our driver. Track hit. That one didn't go through. We didn't penetrate their armor.
Ulster Fry Guide to Driving Like a Hallion. You like to learn how to drive like a Hallion, Alan?
What is a hellion?
An idiot, an arsehole, whatever.
Okay.
1. Only overtake other cars in blind bends. NI folk are too busy to wait for those overtaking lanes. On clear stretches of road, you hear foreigners are on about. Instead, we just wait for our bend, give her some welly and horse her past the cars rudely tootling along at 80 miles per hour, holding us up. Consider someone else overtaking you as a personal insult. Always stop at empty roundabouts. Impress other road users with your impeccable road awareness by ignoring the fact there are clearly no cars coming to make 100% sure there are definitely no cars coming. Honestly, the people behind you will think you're wonderful.
Don't bother your hole using indicators. Retain an air of mystery and intrigue by literally not giving any indication about which direction you're heading. Surely you know which way you're going, and that's good enough for us. Plus you save at least 75p a year on light bulbs.
We're done for. Everyone get out.
If in a Toyota Aygo or similar small shite wagon, drive well below the speed limit. God. Don't bother waiting for other cars to let you out at junctions. Drive up the hole of the person in front of you. Park wherever the fuck you want.
Reminds me of these bumper stickers, like, you know, you might have the faster car, but I'm in front of you.
County Tyrone to get CFAX by 2022 as part of DUP technology deal. This is the picture for it.
What the fuck? Chic, more chic.
Local shite, tractors, donut driving, keeping her lit.
Catholic stuff. Football. Gaelic football.
Gaelic football, so
what is a Dungannon? Is it a Duncannon?
Dungannon's a town.
Oh. Now I have to visit the fucking onion side. The
I like
Brazilian.
listening to people pronounce the names, it's great.
Tyrone.
I guess it's not that hard to pronounce if you don't try to make up an accent, you know?
Yeah, go ahead. Being unfair.
Wait, I have to think about it. I have to say it out a few times to myself. Donahue? Donahue? I guess the G is silent kinda, and kinda wiggled in there.
Donaghy.
Donaghy. Oh shit, it's
Yeah.
actually like, just say it if it's written and I try to make like funny stuff out of it. Oh.
Fine, don't worry. Completely bullshit place. Like, why did someone ever think that was a good idea for some name? Yeah, fucking.
Does my Firefox try to crash? Bad Firefox. Since I lobotomized my Windows from the update, it's kind of pissed at me.
There. Did you know that Donaghy is about 18 miles away east of Belfast and about 6 southeast of Bangor? Wow. I haven't been to fucking Bangor in ages. Bangor's a nice place. Loads of fucking boats.
Capitalists of car industry thanks left extremists for raising the, you know, people have to buy a car. I love it.
It's kind of true though, that's the best part.
It's kind of true, yeah.
Thanks guys for making people need new cars and bricks and stuff. Good job.
I fucking love it.
Yeah. Good job. Right, let's do another run of what do you call it? Cargo. Taking forever, but who cares?
Maybe Firefox just hates site. Why does it hate this site in particular?
Oh no, I pressed the wrong button. Oh well. Got an ad yesterday and it was called War of Tanks. They literally ripped it from World of Tanks.
There's an interesting project, kind of out of context, but kind of not. It's kind of a helicopter game.
Yeah.
based off the idea of World of Tanks, but without unlocking stuff. Just you know, you pay for the game, you get the game, you have game, no microtransactions. Let me find it.
Remember Gaijin made a helicopter game I played? It was like an Apache game, it was quite fun.
The last helicopter game I think was Comanche. A lot of Comanche games. There were quite a lot of Comanche games. I like Comanche. What the fuck is going on?
Yips.
Oh, I think. Oh, it's
Yips.
Nvidia update? What the fuck is
You remember
EA?
Chips?
Oh, fucking.
Yips remake? You remember Chips?
No, I think they're trying to install an update of my Nvidia graphics drive. I think you are crazy. Fucking bastard. Okay, guess I have to kill Nvidia then.
Yes.
Didn't like that anyway. I will teach you to make
I love
updates.
how having an attack helicopter completely breaks the CEO stuff sometimes. Like these missions where you can get ambushed. Jaeger probably know what I'm talking about. Where you can get ambushed and they block the street off with 2 trucks, and I just come in with a buzzard and just blow them all up with missiles. Drive off.
3 days and we get Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Which basically means like Sunday. Yeah. Yeah.
You alright there?
No, it's too great to be true, you know.
Time to roll out.
So if we get World War III, please after the last season of Game of Thrones. Come on, I think even Osama bin Laden had like a DVD player with Game of Thrones, DVD, stuff like that, or at least the books. We have to overthrow West, but we have to wait till George R.R. Martin finished series. Because I ran out of ideas how to torture people.
Yeah, God. George R.R. Martin's a bit.
Now, I always imagine how he tries to get into the mind of a 14-year-old girl falling in love with a rapist. While he masturbates.
Oh.
And making his signature laugh like
I'm a fat evil man.
Oh, he's not evil. Maybe he's evil. The thing is, maybe he had the choice, write this stuff or become a serial killer and rapist and master torturer.
I'm a George R.R. Martin or Morty's son.
The thing is, I never thought I would live in a time where I can see on TV where somebody cuts his dick off and then get made fun of afterwards.
With a sausage.
Yeah. Oh no, not what you think. And it was like, the things like whenever I saw torture scene, I was like, oh, please don't cut off his dick, please don't cut off his dick. And they were ever so generous never to touch the dick. Right? I mean, there are rules, right?
Until now, coming
Exactly.
Throats.
I mean, how do we get that? I mean, do we get even by getting like women tortured, like, you know, getting, I don't know, circumcised maybe?
Yep. That's probably how you do it.
I think the child's escaped out of your basement there.
Yep. Annoying, isn't it?
Is it the little evil you showed me?
No.
With the oh. That
Well,
was
that's
a
in
sweet
England.
kid.
I think that's in England. I'm safe. Oh, it's the next door neighbors and they drive me nuts.
You have a BB gun?
Ah, that's... I could just shoot out my window at them. Put a balaclava on. They'll never know it's me.
Oh, I have a BB gun, like a really old one of the not regulated BB guns, and when we were younger and stupider we used to shoot each other like in the foot with this thing. Like not with the BB bullets, but not with the Avalos, but with whatever was lying around. Fucking great.
Top keg. Keg was mentioned. Praise keg. Oh god.
I still have to think of like orcs saying that, like keg.
Kegel.
We've lost the track.
Loktar, oh god.
Track hit. Enemy armor damaged. We're immobilized. We're dead for it. Everyone get out.
Grandpa, tell tell us the story of how the cake meme originated? Well, it was in the first World of Warcraft expansion.
Became really, really popular during the first Great Meme War of 2016, of which I'm a veteran.
Dad, did you fought in the weaponized autism war? Yes.
Star
And
Trek
I
as
had-
the eugenics war. Our
And-
lifetime as the autistic wars.
How long did you have to stay in the CNN death camps? Too long, too long. In the death camp of tolerance.
The media wars rather than the franchise wars out of fucking Burning Man. It's
Funny
or
part
what
is
do you call it?
like South Park made an
Flashman.
episode about this whole tolerance bullshit and social justice shit, like I think in season 3 or so, and it's literally called Death Camp of Tolerance, where they make fun of the whole "this is a hate crime" shit. But I thought all crimes where, you know, like where violence is involved were made of hate. No, and then they're getting to these concentration camps, you know. And then they have to draw pictures of people, and it's like, oh, but you will draw them equally good.
Huzzah!
Great. If you have not watched that episode, I would recommend it to you. Just watch every episode of South Park, the fuck.
Oh yeah.
Do it now.
No.
Do I have to call Death Camp of Tolerance?
Yes.
You will not see Rick and Morty season 3 until you have eaten up your whole plate of South Park.
No.
Young boy.
User joined your channel.
I'll reflex, sorry. Don't tell my government.
No promises.
Or
Oh my.
I don't know, maybe I got sent to Death Camp of Tolerance.
Yeah. That's a hate crime you just committed.
I think we're maintaining the infrastructure quite well. I mean, museum opened for business. What's the difference? It's a sign, right?
I have to admit, your country is being quite tolerant. You're bringing in so many refugees, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, let's say it changed a bit from being tolerant to how did we get rid of the fuckers?
Yeah, like the last year has been a flip-flop of emotions when it comes to this. We should accept the refugees. Oh shit, how the fuck do we get rid of them?
Yeah.
I have an idea. It involves a place called
Chamber.
that guy. Oh.
No. The joke you're looking for is I would suggest a technical solution.
We're back in a sec. Gotta refill my water bottle. I like water.
Exparser. Oh my god. Speaking of water, it's pissing down. Quick, go outside. Praise the gods.
We're done for.
Would be funny if Ericus would be here right now, because I don't know, I think he's living in California right now where shit's burning. You know what we have over here? Rain! Fuck you. I would like to see the pictures of the burning east coast of America, and then hashtag climate change is made up and by the Chinese. It's funny then on the that I have to use like the downgraded gun because I can't research the tracks yet.
Why?
I hate it when that happens.
How's everyone doing?
Tonks?
We went from American wars to Brexit to... Wait, what have we discussed right now? Oh, local versions of The Onion.
The Onion?
Like a satirical newspaper.
Oh.
Praise the gods! Praise the gods!
Swallow, because before you speak the name of the Lord. Lord, I'm sorry you have to be in this team speak. I know you hate us.
Yep.
Jesus, I'm so sorry you have to be in this review.
Somebody say we should get a black and white 3. What?
Black and white 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about my crowdfunding idea for gods and creatures. We just enslave Nuck for the art.
Okay.
Vectron has to make a design spreadsheet, and with all the crowdfunding money, we actually buy a boat and sail to international waters where we never be seen again. I will be the face of the whole crowdfunding campaign, and we call it our No Man's Sky scheme. You know, we do that. And we never release anything. And we all live off the boat as kind of a pirate party.
Hmm.
And and you know what we're doing?
What are we doing?
We are raiding Frontier headquarters.
Ah, okay.
Huzzah!
We're gonna be like the Vikings back in like the fucking 1100s.
Who doesn't want to raid their quarters of head?
And everybody has to. And we're gonna rape Braben.
Oh my god.
And enslave the Cobra engine, maybe.
Hello, security guard of the Triadis building.
Oh, they don't have a security guard on the building. Do you have security guards in business buildings?
Are you playing a Launch Star?
Possibly. But nobody's in my session, and I haven't done any tomfoolery. Pretty sure.
No one's in your session because it shows you as offline.
Oh. That's probably why.
He's hiding in offline mode. Get him!
I'm gonna see if my bunker is full. I've only got
It
2
does.
grand because I've been spending all of yesterday running crates.
I don't think the bunker, what do you call it, fills up when you're offline though.
I'm just making sure, you know.
Yes.
Brings us peace, don't let him get away.
Peace, prosperity, and my new empire. Horses.
No, I think you missed the part yesterday where we were sharing the best moments of The Simpsons.
Oh well, maybe we should share the best parts of the prequel trilogy.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
last
it's the
night,
end
Hank
credits.
Scorpio laugh, and he's gonna be calling himself Hank Sparserio next time he has to name a character.
Mother of God.
Someone's clan tag is fag with a PH.
It's the classical Star Wars trilogy, but every time somebody mentions the Force, it jumps to the explanation of the midichlorians given by Qui-Gon
Oh
Jinn.
god.
Like Jaeger's live on YouTube. I'm gonna watch you play World of Tonks while I play GTA.
Critical hit.
You can join me if you want, Carter.
I would do, but I need my crate running
Enemy
purposes.
hit.
Well, yeah, that's what I've been doing all day. Our large warehouse is about 38% full, currently.
I think mine's around the
We're
same.
done for. Everyone get out.
I'll run the supplies, go to my fucking office, and then find out how much I've filled up, because I've been working with associates, like randoms. Hasn't been too bad.
I don't trust anybody, so I do it on my own.
Most people are actually reliable. I just spam the servers with invites, and I tend to get maybe 1 or 2.
Yeah.
But when
Get
I do
in.
get fucking like the occasional griefer, it is annoying. Especially when he's using, I don't know, hacks.
Somebody joins my server when I'm on my own and they go CEO, it just turns into a friendly server. Because then you get 4 or 5 guys that are just all doing their CEO shit. We're just all cool.
Pretty sure most people do that just to do CEO stuff, go into a small server.
Yep. There's just people that
It's
do
the perfect way
dedicated
to
shit.
sell.
But yeah, because you get the 1% bonus for someone being there, and you get, like, you know, someone to talk to, I suppose, and they're not griefing the
You
shit
don't
out of
see
you.
many people selling in large servers very often.
No, because it always goes horribly wrong. You're always safe either selling on a server on your own or with a friendly group of people. Pretty much.
That's why I'll always sell with you guys instead of others.
Yeah, because you can't trust a random to just fuck up one of your, like, crash one of your fucking
Like, I'm
selling
willing
vehicles.
to, you know, grant their right to fucking help me, but I'm not giving them the right to help me in the end.
Oh yeah, you're
Basically, I'm using
popular
them as
people in
slave
your
labor
chat.
for a very shit fucking wage.
Get a Russian guy on your chat.
Ra ra Rashbi. Get it? I was going for Ra Ra Rasputin, but I went for Ra.
Yeah, I got him. I got him. I got him.
Get it? Get it?
No. Oh. Yeah, this is the kind of situation where I should use the helicopter.
Do you have to spend 25 grand to get it every time?
No, it's free for a CEO to use their buzzard, which is why you buy a buzzard with CEO money.
Enemy armor.
Because then you use,
Is it's 25 grand in one CEO thing.
yeah, but you go to Secure Serve, and then you go to CEO vehicles, and if you have bought the buzzard, it's free.
Oh, I didn't know that they were free after you bought it. Plus, I don't even get the chance to buy it, even if when I don't have it.
I'd recommend it if you're ever doing CEO stuff. It's really fucking useful, you know what I mean?
But probably
Because it's
much
quicker.
quicker.
Yeah, very, very much so. I mean, I know
It
you
doesn't
can
really
do it
matter
on your
either,
own.
because when you deliver the damn things, it's fucking like... you have to wait like 10 minutes to deliver the law. 10 minutes or something, I don't know.
Very handy too if
It's
you need to kill people because you just sit really far away and shoot them with rockets.
Yeah, it's very handy when you're coming up against the Valkyrie, because yesterday we didn't have a helicopter, I just had to come across a random chance of a fucking buzzard at the Sandy Shores airfield.
Yeah.
But after this, we're probably just gonna like, jump into random servers trying to get money, you know?
I am on 476,000. I put how much have I spent actually? 200,000 so far.
Alright, let's call in the helicopter so when I come out of this place, it's fucking available.
One of our trucks is damaged. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
The only way to stay sane is to talk to people. Want shit before I go completely fucking nuts.
We fixed the track. Get going.
Once I've done this shipment, because you kind of reminded me, I need to head over to my fucking bunker, because I sold my 200 grand I made off of you should have seen it, it was fucking... The next time I do weapon selling, I might ask some of you to help, just because you get 15 minutes to do it. At least for that one, and I had to use monster trucks, but there's only one of me and there was 2 monster trucks. And I got to the last drop point with the second monster truck with 2 seconds to fucking spare.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sell anything without help.
That was too fucking close.
By help, I mean friends help, as in you guys, people I can actually trust.
Yeah, it was far too close to the fucking, you know, linen.
What was that bullshit?
Which it definitely was shorter than a CEO thing. Like a CEO, you get like half an hour to fucking deliver, depending on how much you have to deliver. So it's really easy on your own just to, you know, chill out and go back for the rest. That gun running shit's like, yeah, maybe I should just wait for people to be on. But I needed the money anyway to fund this, because I sold a medium warehouse full, and then I sold that, so I was in 700,000.
So I sold my soul to the company store.
Kind of. But I don't
So
buy
you sold
shark
to Los
cards.
Santos or Blaine County?
Los Santos.
So you got like what, 20% more?
Yeah. So rather than 173,000 or whatever the fuck it was, it was like 210 or whatever. Definitely just worth it to sell to Los Santos. I came up against 2 buzzards, right? And they didn't fucking do anything. They didn't shoot me. They just flew after me, and then I just shot them with the mini Uzi a couple times so that their engine was giving out, and then they just by themselves. That's only 1 drop off. I don't know how many drop offs there is for gun running because I've only done it once, pretty much, the thing. So I can't tell you how how many selling kind of scenarios there is. Like 4 for CEOs, which is like trucks that deliver to multiple places, the truck that you drop off at one place, and then there's like the tugboat and the plane scenarios. Fucking tugboat's horrible.
Tugboat's probably the worst one.
Can upgrade the tugboat, but it's not worth spending money to upgrade it because it's just...
Why would you upgrade any of those vehicles?
Yeah, like the tugboat is just... I don't know how many times you get it. And it's so fucking slow. It's the only problem with the tugboat. It's like... Fucking hell.
Oh, great. There's a fucking hacker on server.
Join me if you want. Even though there's
I'm
one here.
currently trying to deliver supplies.
Ah, okay. I'm off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Jaeger's playing World of Tanks, and I'm fucking off to see the wizard. Yeah,
Just going to the player screen so I can...
You weren't on TeamSpeak last night, Alan? Because I just ended up falling into bed at like 9 o'clock, and then I woke up at about 2. Then I went and I said to myself, hold on, I haven't done the World of Tanks mission for today. Quick, to the computer! And I did it, I was like, oh. Guess I'll just play Star Trek and GTA.
As long as you did the mission, I mean, they're kind of. I think they are going to do something horrible to us because we are getting an okay
Trying to
tank
distract
for
us
free.
from doing something.
Yeah, I
Something's
guess
gonna happen.
yeah, something's gonna happen because it will be like, yeah, but you can't complain. You got this nice tank for free, so shut the fuck up.
Hmm. Yeah, they also mentioned how it's been recently buffed too. As like a...
And you don't have to make a horrible grind for it, so something's going on.
I mean, I already have a T-34, but I'm totally cool with getting another one.
Yeah, like a money T-34.
Oh, I have a money T-34, it's got a dog in it.
So how do you get this T-34?
Well, you've probably missed out now, but you do the missions like kind of like warships.
Oh yeah.
So today's mission's 750 base XP, which is why me and Alan are suspicious. Is every mission so far has been fucking easy, and this is fucking Wargaming EU we're talking about here. You know what I mean? Something isn't right.
So we are on day 7 of the event. You have to get 13 days of the event, and there are 18 days in general.
Fair enough.
So you've missed it, yeah, if you haven't by accident completed a few missions.
That fucking Water Warships thing ended, didn't it?
Not yet.
Really?
Month long.
Oh, Christ, that was a week long.
No.
Oh, you mean the rank thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Jaeger, what rank are you in Water Warships?
I'm rank 10.
Oh. You'll be number 1?
Live to win!
Enemy armor is hit.
The question is everybody who bothers playing rank already finished? And now it's easy? Or is it just more horrible?
I'd say it's more horrible.
Yeah, it'll be the under 40% of
You get the dregs of the of ranked season playing like later
But-
on, so
But the thing is, like, that kind of puts more emphasis on your personal skill, and if you're above average, you will have a slightly higher carriage percentage, so you let the statistics work for you, kind of in your favor. Kind of reckon
Well-
everybody in your fuso.
well I can carry in a war spite really hard, but if I'm playing in like 5 minutes into the match, you know, half the team's dead and they are all on full health, there's not really much I can do.
Yeah, but then statistics fuck you, but I don't know, it kind of, if you are a good player, it should work in your favor.
Well, I don't know, I'd say it wouldn't. But I think it wouldn't. I think it's just more horrible because then you just have so many fucking... You gotta rely on their team being as shit as your team, and then you gotta hope that the noobs in your team are luckier than theirs and that you can pull it off as well.
Yeah, so if you're a good player, it works in your favor, because everybody should have like an equally shitty team, statistically speaking.
Oh, great, my fucking supplies are on fire.
What are you playing?
GTA.
Off to see the wizard!
Yep.
Mostly my fault, but I fucking destroyed myself.
Oh dear, raging. I'm currently on the way to the bunker of death and doom and despair. A sex dungeon, practically.
Fuck, I'm gonna join your server, because I need to do at least one run.
Sakala kind of feel with you playing like the next tier tank with a gun of the tier before.
Hey, what are you doing? You playing the Arc Panther?
Yeah, Jagdpanzer 4.
The Flat Panzer.
Yeah, but with the stock gun.
One day you're gonna have to do the Comet, and you're gonna have to get a Centurion, and you're gonna have to play the stock round of Centurion, just so that you can feel
it.
You'll fucking force you, like that'll be torture for I'll force people to grind to tier 10, but they have to use the Comet gun all the way through their grind of the tier 8. That would literally kill people.
You know that the Centurion action, whatever, has a better win rate than the mouse.
Funny.
Because it all equaled out in the end, and the average mouse player has a win rate of 50%.
Yeah, which is also funny. I felt sorry for our GIF, like he may have been firing it at quite long range, but there's this mouse that's sideways on the Lorraine 40T and he just fires at it and all the bouts, and I'm like, get wrecked! RNG is not with you today, my son. I was in my Centurion though, that wouldn't have happened. shot him in the side of the turret instead, because at least then I'm not going to hit any track. There's always a problem.
When you hit the track and don't make damage because it's not set
It just
like
eats
in
the shot. It's like spaced armor. Pretty much.
The IS-6 is on sale now, and then I looked at the gun of the IS-6 and I was laughing fucking
Never
hard
buy
at
the
penetration.
IS-6 because it's power creeped.
Yeah, the penetration value of the IS-6 is kind of horrible. How do you
Yeah,
fucking
you know
tell
why that is,
anything?
don't you?
Because the Defender is a thing.
Because they balanced that tank back in the day. The IS-6 will only ever see, it never sees tier 10 because it's preferential matchmaking, which is why it's horrible, what do you call it? Penetration is as bad. The problem with that is shit like the fucking Defender exists.
The thing
Why
is,
bother?
I actually like speculate that we get really overpowered tank on the last day, you know?
Probably.
Like, I don't know. You want an E25? Get an E25.
Yep, they promised never to do that, and then they did it.
I mean, it's not Christmas, but I don't know. Or I don't know, maybe a Defender? I would take a Defender.
Fuck that tank.
Money, money, money. I guess it's a
No,
good money grinding tank.
Scorpion G is a better money grinder.
Yeah, but I think they sold it like a few weeks ago, so yeah. And
Or
for
you could
a
just buy a
ridiculous
Panzer
price.
2J. That pad.
Nah.
I mean the tank that they're offering you for the marathon is literally on the store right now for £13.
I know.
Which is quite funny actually.
For the thing is, like, if you buy the merits for it, you would end up paying more money than if you just buy the tank.
Yeah.
Because I think like 5 merits are five.
£5.33 for
Yeah.
5 tokens. So if you want
Yeah.
all 13 tokens or whatever you need, you spend
Free.
more.
Yeah, or kind of an equal amount. Let's say an equal amount, but it's still fucking funny. And you literally have to spend like 1 match every day to complete the mission objective. Which is why I think we will suffer something horrible.
Yeah, they'll do something. I like the way they're taking the piss out of that Murazor guy, and they're like, oh, this is why they keep buffing heavy tanks, and then you just see the Murazor guy's account, and he always plays heavy tanks, and never plays light tanks. And like, oh, so this is why heavy tanks get buffed, and light tanks get nerfed, and they link his account. Fucking funny.
When the bad shot kills your mouse one too often.
Yeah. That's what somebody
that
said.
That was the underlying joke, I remember.
Yeah, there was a really funny one on there.
I mean, it's hard to kill a bad
Is
shot
that
with a
like
mouse.
during your session?
You'd be able to.
I can't because it says unable to get session details.
See if that works.
No change.
Oh.
The session's filled with fucking big groups of. Find a new session.
Light tanks can fuck up an isolated heavy or neglected flank all day long. Notice the pen and act nerfs to light tanks. I think you might have experienced a few too many rage quit inducing circle rapes.
Thing is, I don't know, it should be that way, that a kind of, you know, like light tanks should be able to kill a heavy tank that leave the herd, you know?
Well, yeah, that's the idea of a medium tank wolf pack and shit as well, is that medium tanks should have no problem in just rushing a heavy on its own and killing it.
As a heavy, you should never be on your own, because then you're fucking dead, you know? It's your own fault. I don't know, I killed Badchat on my own once, it was fucking ridiculous, because, I don't know, I was fucking lucky that I had so much health.
Watching a Lemming Rush video where he tries to... He's testing the accuracy of the most accurate medium in the game, which is meant to be the Leopard. Even though sniping in the Leopard's pretty meh.
Yeah, somebody said that under the Russian medium buff for me. Why not give my Leopard a little love?
Yeah, because the Leopard
is... Yeah,
it's like fuck all shots out of it's like it's dispersers. I don't know what it is. It's meant to have the most accurate gun for a medium tank, yet it hits, I don't know, how many shells out of 10? 2?
The problem with killing light tanks that, you know, go close on you is like you can't turn the turret fast enough. So if they don't fuck up horribly, or you are able to track them somehow with your body, it's fucking horrible.
Let's go.
And that's why you have like an entourage of medium tanks supporting you in an optimal world, you know, where everybody answers around, holding hands, rainbows shine.
Guard 1, 2, 3, 4th shell pens, 5th shell bounces, 6th shell bounces, 7th shell bounces, 8th shell bounces, 9th shell bounces, 10th shell fucking misses, 11th shell pens.
Oh, you're firing.
12th shell pens.
He's watching a video.
13th misses, 14th bounces, 15th misses, 16 from oh my god, so from a T95 commander's hatch from 330 meters he misses 13 or bounces 13 shells and only penned 5 times. Fucking amazing. Oh, GG. How long does it take supplies to reach my fucking bunker?
Why?
I was just wondering. It does tell you, I'm pretty sure when they arrive though, doesn't it? Pretty sure I
Pay
go
75 grand.
Yep.
Jesus Christ. It's much easier just to get people to fucking work for you.
Yep, and in the long run I kinda make money though, anyway. Pays for itself, really.
Other god, that fucking tank.
What tank is that, good sir? It only gets worse the higher tiers you go. Just wait until you're up against Type 4 and Type 5 heavies.
See, I thought my tank was big, I stand next to it, it's fucking small.
Yeah, those tanks don't actually need to use a gun that can pen you though, they just derp you with HE. I mean, the KV2, I mean, you have to sacrifice children to the fucking gulag for things to pen in that tank, but Leone, I don't know, you pray to fucking Filthy Frank. I mean, Emperor Hirohito.
Look, this a fucking lag is going on, what the fuck?
You talking about server lag?
Yeah, look, I want to go right, why can I not go right?
Yeah, I know.
Because you should go left.
So sometimes the game eats your inputs.
Yeah, it's fucking retarded. Their server inputs recently have been
Thing is,
wobbly.
when I have the tempomat set, sometimes I'm just, you know, hitting the fucking button to stop or turn. It's
What
like,
the fuck
nah,
is
do it, do
going
it, do
on?
it!
I have to hold my right thing, because it keeps going right.
Maybe that's why you get a nice tank. Because they run out of children to
What do you mean,
sacrifice.
comrade? There ain't no connection issues. Here, nice tank. Now shut the fuck up.
Look, what the fuck is going on?
I don't know, comrade.
I derped myself there. I was fucking running down a hill leopard style and then, you know, got 500 damage.
Nine.
Exactly. And now I've tracked like I don't know, their fucking tank destroyer in front of me, the fucking asshole.
Wait, is there a button to stop me from moving?
Used to be space
Yeah,
bar.
space bar.
How do you
Pressing
deliver
that,
in
it's not-
fucking...
How do I deliver what?
How do you deliver in the gun running stuff?
Well, the way I delivered was via monster truck. No, I'm not joking. 2 monster trucks with weapons on it, 5 each, and you had to deliver 10 obviously. And you had to go up a mountain in the monster truck, which is why I had to really, you know, almost shite one out because I was so close to failing.
I'm not getting the mission to do fucking resupply, so I'm gonna exit my game. Because I'm choosing to steal supplies, and it's not giving me the option.
Yeah.
Is your supply full?
No.
Let's go.
Let's do it again, what the fuck?
Second, I want to have free experience for buying the tracks, but I don't want to use free experience because it undermines Project VK7. Or the I don't want to rebuy Tiger Porsche.
You're gonna have to rebuy the Tiger Porsche.
Never! I mean, I almost have like 20,000 free experience, why not go for the other 50? I penned something! Success! Shit, they are going to pen me back.
Right, fix it.
I don't know, maybe change server Jäger?
No, I fixed it.
Change the keyboard batteries?
No, all mine is wired.
Blowing into the USB cable? Sacrificed cable? Child to God of Cable?
God of Cable.
I like it that if you use Chrome and you have too many cores, it actually slows down your computer.
We didn't even scratch them.
Because Windows 10 apparently don't know how to hyperthread.
Penetration.
Good old Windows 10.
I like Windows 10, I don't have problems with Windows 10. It's okay, it's nice. I mean, it's not Windows 7, but Windows 7 was not Windows XP. So...
Windows XP wasn't Alan Turing's fucking Enigma, fucking decoding machine. Oh wait. Come on.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the pinnacle of computing. I played PowerPoint and PowerPoint the other day, actually.
I'm wondering if you can, I don't know, play Doom on a bomb. I mean, you couldn't really like compute in a computing kind of sense on a bomb because it was just like a lot of enigmas in a chain. .400 damage. Success.
Carter is now online.
Yes.
Go out to sea to get this shipment, my favourite.
We've lost the track. Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy is hit. We're immobilized. Tracks up. Penetration. Repaired. Drive on.
They're holding our goods on some kind of yacht. Yes, that's what it is, and I'm gonna use my missiles to blow it up. Eat shit, America!
Oh, apparently I have a mark of excellence in a Space Toy Wagon 25.
Space Toy Wagon.
Space Toy Wagen. Schnell, schnell! I think that's a good moment to use an XP booster. Get out of the stock grind. Get out the way.
Let's go.
Do you think that I think the police would try and stop, unsanctioned helicopter landings in the fucking, hills on the main road every, 20 minutes?
In Liberty City? Probably not. It's like, no, life's too short for this. And somebody comes and shoots you for no reason. I like it that somebody actually that's a self-driving AI train GTA. That's actually kind of smart because everybody drives like an idiot, especially the AI.
If I don't get the supplies this round, I'm just gonna say fuck it and get some money, then do it later.
Yeah.
All I need is one supply in order to fill it up, because it's not really that empty. It's it's over 3/3 and probably 3/4.
Shit,
I
I'm
myself
here
was
65. A shittier tank destroyed than I am at the minute. But he's faster.
Yep. Very fast.
One of our tracks is damaged.
They killed him before I could.
Enemy is hit. We're immobilized. Our main gun is damaged. It's working, but not very well. We're done for. Everyone get out.
You know something really fucking stupid?
Well,
I take this big fat fuck up to that lighthouse.
oh.
No, Stacular, I haven't told you the story of how you push in the
Dark
mouse.
Vegas, the what? Oh.
No, I was in a game and there was this Type 4 and the Defender, and this was the city map, where everybody is hiding in the streets, and I literally pushed both out onto the street to get raped by the tank destroyers. It was a literal push. It was looking fucking ridiculously stupid.
Hmm.
Let's go.
And the poor defender tried to, no, don't push me in the street, don't push me in the street. And then Mr. Jagdpanzer told him to die. And
Die,
then
you
Type
son
4
of a
had to
bitch.
die. It was like, no, I want you to die, people, don't push me out in the street. Whee! Fucking great.
Mm-hmm. 752,000 this warehouse is worth now. Amazing.
I guess I can never sell the leopard. It's just too fucking funny. But when you bukkake your magazine in the face of people.
We're done for. Everyone get out.